half of these kids out here that take drugs, like, they get offered drugs for free first time round. And that's how it happens, like.
Through my friends and that, started coming round with drugs and that, so I started to take it.
It's everywhere. But it's because all of my friends were smoking it, I thought, yeah, I'll smoke it as well, so.
Because someone gave it to me, one of my friends, and I feel I enjoyed it. Yeah. It's the only reason I can think of. So, yeah. And just to be cool with my friends.
And it was on my 16th birthday.
I was in secondary school, like, and there was this boy, and he couldn't make no friends, so the only way he made friends was giving people free weed, like. I think that sucks, man. That's bad, like. And people there should go to hell, like, giving kids drugs, like. Even if you're a kid giving your friend a drug, like, you ain't no true friend. Because how can you be giving your friend that if you know what effects it has on you, like? Nah. And people there should go to prison for real.
When they offer me it now, I'm just like, nah, no thanks, don't smoke it. They're like, come on, just one ball, no, sorry. Don't like it. But they all still smoke it, yeah.
Drugs are there, like. Drugs are just there, like. And you want to know what drugs are about as well, so. I started to see things in a different perspective, like. But then it got to a point where, like, I couldn't sleep at night. Like I was a crackhead, like I needed the thing, I needed a spliff before I went to sleep, like. Made me angry, aggressive. Made me all it made me just wanted me to smoke. Just made me unmotivated, didn't want me to do nothing at all, like.
You get tired, you're lazy, and just don't want to do nothing. Don't want to go to college, don't want to go to work, just want to do crime.
Just don't want to do nothing really when you smoke a joint. Draw.
Even though the effects are bad, I still wanted to use it.
Even if someone was to give me a phone number and or a name or something, even now, or a message to tell someone, I'd go back to that person and say, yeah, I've got a message for you, and I wouldn't be able to remember the message. And stuff like that. It's weird. But that's what it done to me anyway.
It takes away all your feelings and that. It makes you feel relaxed, calm, and forget about things. So, yeah. And that was probably one of the reasons I did it as well.
I didn't really care about myself, about anyone else, about my family, nothing. And I was just too involved in drugs all the time and stuff like that. I just kept thinking about drugs and basically didn't care about nothing.
It's affecting my family, affecting my friends, affecting everyone what was around me.
When you smoke by yourself, you get really depressed because, like, you're just thinking of what you need to do, like, you're thinking of number one, like, and what you need to do, like, and you're thinking of it so much, like, where you can't really do nothing because you're stoned, like, and that's what gets you angry as well, like.
It changes you.
It makes me tired, paranoid, and everything. I hate being tired. Like, if I was out with my mates and I smoked that, I'd be well tired, and I'd just be like, I don't want to be all sitting there tired. I want to be all lively. So that's why I don't like smoking it no more.
When I get paranoid, like, I didn't really like to go nowhere, like, because I thought people was out looking to do me something, like. But I truly say that was due to my experiences, like, just like, to my experiences where, like, people did do me things, like, you know, would rob me, would kidnap me, would take the piss out of me, really, like.
And I didn't really want to be on drugs or nothing like that. It was horrible, the way I was. I was a nasty person.
When I was smoking it 7 days a week because I wanted to and because it was getting rid of all my stress.
When I smoked cannabis, it was like putting the worries to one side, but when the effects were over, it was bringing back the worries again.
Yeah, you have the downers, innit? And I was a different person when I was on drugs.
Due to that, I was smoking cannabis, like, I was living life in an illusion, like, like reality weren't reality, like it was all a game, like, but it weren't a game, it was real, like.
I was dropping out of school, I was forgetting everything, my homework, and what I had to do for my homework, and most of the stuff I forgot what I did last week.
Most of these kids will go out there and try drugs, like, just to see how it is for the first time. But it depends how mentally strong you are as well, like, to actually say to yourself, like, yeah, this is just a buzz, like, and as soon as you're out from it, like, you don't want to go back on it again, like. Most of these kids will go out there and try drugs, like, just to see how it is for the first time. But it depends how mentally strong you are as well, like, to actually say to yourself, like, yeah, this is just a buzz, like, and as soon as you're out from it, like, you don't want to go back on it again, like.
I was at college doing a public service course, training to be a police officer, but then I started doing drugs and everything, so, and then I got arrested as well. So it's not too good. So that basically probably affected the career I wanted as well. So,
I didn't feel no control in myself because I kind of forgotten myself in a way. Like, all the drugs that I was taking, like, it was just, yeah, I was just living in a drug world, like, just strictly drugs, like. I wasn't thinking of buying new trainers or buying new clothes, like, or having a haircut or going buy food from my house, or, because I'm living by myself, like, you know, if you're a druggie, like, yeah, it's like, yeah, you gotta buy your essentials and plus you gotta buy your drugs as well, like. And that's the thing that you gotta come up with as well. If you're smoking, like, you can't live without your draw, like, it's not even that you can't live, but it's like, you get depressed because you ain't got your draw, like. So you gotta know how to control yourself, control your emotions, like, because your emotions play a great deal in your life, like. So.
Yeah, one time I was really stoned, first time I ever took it. I sit there trying to cross the road. I sit there, I was seeing all different things. I didn't cross the road for about 5-10 minutes until I knew it was safe. So there were still cars coming and even I weren't seeing them. But it is dangerous if you think of it that way, if you're on your own.
I've passed out a few times in public, fell asleep places, fell asleep a couple of places, which that's dangerous.
Some drugs make you have all these blackout things, don't they? And if that happens to you, then you're on your own. You know, that's the risk.
Anything could happen, anyone could just come along and take you away and stuff like that, or kill you or something, rape you. Anything could happen, and I can't really say what could happen because anything in the whole world, you could die on your own sick or something. You can like swallow your sick in it, suffocate yourself. And if you're unconscious and you don't know, you know.
I was with a group of boys and it was only me and my mate. And we were kind of in the park having loads of drinks, and I think they were the ones that were trying to get us drunk. And then my mate said after that we'd been raped. But I hardly remember anything. And it's like about 8 boys and just me and my mate. So, yeah, that's the only trouble I've got in.
You feel depressed when you ain't got no draw left. And that, you sit there, you want to go get the next joint, you want to go and you do particularly anything to get your next joint.
I had to go out, get some money and go and score, innit?
Yeah, 50% of your concentration, you lose it when you're stoned anyway, so like you wouldn't be able to know what's going on. If you was really lean as well, you just wouldn't know. You could get run over, you could do anything. You could kill yourself. You don't know what you're doing, do you?
I was living street cars, crack houses, everywhere.
The buzz is good, but it's not worth it. Junkies, so you see, oh, there goes another junkie. So they look at you in a different way, like bad ways and that, not as a human. So I see it. Just think they treat you a lot different to everyone else if you take drugs. Or if they see, oh, look at that person, and they try just to stay away from you and that.
A lot of adults and that look at young people and think that, oh, they're on drugs, they're this, they're that, they're this, they're that. Which majority of adults, they don't know what drugs are, they don't know what drugs do to you, they don't, because some people are old-fashioned and all that, they don't know. And like my mum, she don't know anything about drugs, she doesn't know what they're about. When she found out I was smoking cannabis, she thought it was the end of the world, that I'm some big druggie and stuff like that. People look at people different and judge people.
People think it's wrong, but the people don't know their backgrounds and why they're taking it. They're just thinking, oh, they're smoking, it's bad, but they ain't in their shoes. They don't know what problem has gone through. They've gone through all sorts of problems all through their life. Like, people don't care about them, family don't want to know them.
Young people that are stressed and got problems at home or school problems.
There was many things going on in my life because I was kicked out on the streets, I was homeless.
All my family neglected me and that, and it's not been right because I had like a drug problem.
And I needed to sort myself out with my drug use.
It was like a way of getting away from my house, doing drugs, being happy, going back home, being all depressed and everything again, all the family life. Then going out again, getting lean to get it all out of my head. So I'm not thinking about nothing at home and stuff like that. So that's probably why I've done it in the first place. So. It was scary when I first came here because I thought, oh, how are they going to look at me? Are they going to look at me different? Are they going to think I'm some druggy, some like nasty, nutty person and stuff like that? I was quite scared when I first came here. Quite scared. But it was all right.
Expecting everybody to like say you naughty boy and that, but it weren't like that. They were all nice and polite and understanding about your problems and willing to help you to improve your life. They just help you, pointing you in the right direction, the right directions to go, and giving you advice how to stop. But they're not actually physically telling you, don't stop, don't do this, because they're helping you because it's your life.
Being told what to do, I think that just makes people go and do it even more because they're thinking, oh, they're telling me I'm not allowed to do this, but I'm going to go and do it anyway because I'm not allowed to do it and stuff like that. But when you're not getting told, when you're not getting told to do nothing, and you realise what you're doing, and you think, nah, I'm not going to do it, and then you stop doing it. No one's on your case for like telling you don't do this, don't do that. You're doing it for yourself, so you're in control of yourself.
It was my choice to get off the drugs and to change my life.
Once I started like coming here a few times, then I was like felt more confident coming in, speaking more about things and telling, you know, I could tell you things that I couldn't even tell my mum and stuff like that. So no one here was in control over me, not my family, no one, it was me.
Because I had enough of being on drugs and doing crime and things. I just wanted to change and work and be a normal person.
I got clean of drugs, I've been going to college, working. Sit there, even though I dropped out of school because of the drugs, I sit there. But it's been much better. And I got my own place and it's neat, yeah, it's fun.
I don't take it no more, I don't smoke nothing. It's like I feel a lot better with myself and more healthier, and except for like I've got a bit of brain memory loss, something like that. That's about it. I understand about it though.
I'd still be smoking, sure, I wouldn't have gone to college. So I wouldn't have made new friends and stuff.
I could have got worse and got into £100 of debt dealing with my habit.
It would have been self-destruction, like suicidal thoughts, like. That's what I reckon would have happened. That's what I reckon what most youths would have done, like, they would have seen, like, if they had problems, like, on street and then at home, they would say they had no place, they would have no place left for them, like, they would just end their life quick. Because I had them thoughts there before.
I probably wouldn't be off it now, and I might not even be alive.
But if you think cannabis is cool, well, that's you, that's your mind. If you want to be thinking like that, stay like that and see how far it's gonna get you.
Say to them to leave the drugs alone and get the help. Because drugs don't help you, makes things worse.
Take a look at what they're doing, like, and try and make a life for themselves instead of just evolving around drugs all the time. Because some people like just think, oh yeah, cannabis is their life and stuff. Which at the end, they're just doing it to, like, maybe because their friends are doing it, because they've got problems. But they need to try and just look at other ways in life as well, and then do it. Because I can't exactly say don't smoke this, don't smoke that, because they're gonna do it anyway. But they just need to make sure they look at the risks of it as well. So then at least they know what the risks are and stuff like that. That's about it.
Working and going to college.
Getting money and working. Because I like working, because I've never worked before, so.
Get into some regular activities to help me, like, to help me stimulate my mind, not to be thinking about smoking all the time. I want to find work, like, so I can have the little income, like, the regular income where I can start buying nice things for myself, like, looking nice, looking decent, like, can go out, enjoy myself, go to a cinema or whatnot, go and see a theatre or a play, like, that's it, just enjoy life's little pleasures, like, little things, like, make a big thing, like, you know? Not like, you know what I'm saying, like, drugs ain't the one.
I want to do my driving lessons. That's my next step. That's the next thing I'm going to do, my driving lessons, and then get my car, and do all my car up, spend thousands and thousands of pounds all on my car, just my car.